Nah, y'all ain't got to do too much. Nah, I'm still Derwin. How everybody doing?
How are you?
Amazing. Minicamp. Feel good.
Yeah, how's it feel to be back out there with everybody, getting Minicamp rolling?
Feels good, especially this time around going second year with these coaches, second year with some of the guys. So it feels good.
What's different about going through this process in year two with the coaching staff versus last year?
We don't have to kind of reteach the beginning stuff, the learning phase. You introduce all that stuff, but we kind of ahead on that, so we can kind of make it more about us and, how other teams are attacking us kind of.
What have you seen in terms of the development for some of the big guys, Tarheeb, from year one to now?
They're leading the rookie guys now, so I mean they're taking the next step. I don't even have to say as much now. Daiyan is speaking up, Tarheeb, Cam Hart, so a lot of our younger players are speaking up, and it's helping our team.
I know you talked something about Trey earlier, but who's been impressing you? I heard last year you were super high on Tarheeb from camp, and obviously he had a great year. Who's been impressing you so far?
I like Omarion, how he hitting the hole. I mean, you can't really tell right now, of course. It's kind of hard to tell with a running back, but I like Omarion. He's hitting the hole. Najee's hitting the hole hard. He's not a rookie, but I feel like all the guys we added on, I feel like they're going to be great players.
Did Omarion follow you back yet?
Yeah, he followed me back finally. My boy followed me back. Y'all gave him a little crack. He followed me back that same day, actually.
We haven't talked to him in a minute. So, I mean, getting Elijah back and re-signing him, just how important is he to the defense and also for the role that you play in this defense?
Very important. I feel like Elijah allows me to be free, allows the coaches to be free. And I just feel like ever since he's added to our team, he's made everybody's job a lot easier. Commander out there, he's confident, and a great teammate. I honestly love playing with Elijah, and I feel like I'm on my best when him and Alohi out there with me.
How much can you build on the role that you kind of carved out last year, like second half of the year, playing a lot more nickel, playing closer to the line of scrimmage? How much, now that you've sort of settled on that as a role, like how much can you guys build on that, you and Jesse and everyone involved?
Just continue to stack the days with consistency and what we did last year, just building from that. Like you said, just building the everyday habits, and with me being down there more and being deep, just working off wherever they want to use me, just being able to get more repetition at it. And like, this is not my first time going through it with these coaches, so it's not like an experimental thing this year. So I feel like just this year, year two, honing in on it, it'll be a lot of fun for me. Be free, play fast.
Derwin, what's it like to have Mike Williams back?
Oh, it's amazing. Mike Will out there. Justin, that's Justin guy. He knows him a lot. But I know what Mike Will brings to the table. I mean, he don't got to speak a lot. He's a guy that I was here in 2018, so I know what he's all about.
I don't know if you, excuse me, Jim talked about 9 elite players that you guys have. You're one of them, Herbert, Halil. It's guys who kind of set the tone, and guys that he hopes the rest of the roster elevates the B-line.
Yes, sir.
Kind of when you hear that, kind of what does that mean to you? And does he reference that to you guys, or is that just something he just tells us?
That ain't something. Coach Harbaugh is not a guy that just tells you something or just because it sounds good. I mean, if he's telling you something, he genuinely means that. And he says the same thing to us. I mean, he's not sugarcoating it to nobody. I mean, he says the same thing in front of the whole team. That's what I respect about him a lot. And just to be known as one of those 9 players, I don't take that for granted. I just try to show up every day to stand more patches on my jersey, man, to set that example, set the standard for the younger guys. I love it, man. I mean, I love everything. I love everything about it. From the nameplates on the locker room, just little stuff, man. We professionals. At the end of the day, we all professionals. This is a professional league, but when you kind of keep us connected and, get a little bragging rights in the locker room, I mean, it's good. And, guys want to compete for their jersey to look like that too. So it's a lot of fun.
Can you walk us through? Is it Walter Payton, All-Pro?
All-Pro, Ed Block, playoff, couple Chargers records, a couple NFL records, Man of the Year twice, a couple. I got to get it to the ribs, though. We ain't done. I got to get it hanging now. We ain't done. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I got the most right now. I got to keep it going. No, I got Khalil. I think I got him. I don't know. He might got them all pros and stuff. But I don't think he got Man of the Year, none of that. No. Yeah, see, I got him then. Nah, that's OG. That's OG Matt, though. I love him. We be competing with it, though. It's fun.
How have you connected with Coach Fuller from coming in and replacing Chris O'Leary?
First of all, Coach O'Leary was a great coach, man. He hits us up all the time, check on us. But Coach Fuller, Florida State guy, came from Florida State. He built a connection with him coming in early. Got to meet with him early. Did a dinner with him, so got to really kind of get familiar with him. Took him out to eat before he came in, so got to build with him. And the relationship is growing every day. He's a guy that works hard every day. He pushes the group, so I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun this year.
How do you find different ways to challenge yourself, and what that look like this offseason for you?
Just not getting bored and not feeling like I have all the answers, and just keep finding ways to improve my game and elevate the guys around me.
What do you see from Justin?
Confidence. Justin's the guys around him. He's getting them in line. I mean, the line's doing what they need to do, so I feel like he's that commander out there, and he's taking charge of the offense.
Has he changed it all? I mean, he had a kind of, it was a bad game in the playoff game. Does he use that as motivation? Can you see a different person from him after that?
I wouldn't say he had I wouldn't say he taking it as a bad game. I feel like Justin's a competitor. We all taking it as we didn't finish how we wanted. I don't think no player or coach who was on his roster taking it as, oh, he had a good game, I had a bad game. We all lost together, and I feel like we all working towards to get back in that same situation and get it done this year.
Why do you feel like you guys will be different this year?
Just the consistency. Like I said, this is our second year with this group, and I feel like last year was kind of setting the floor for this group. Every year a team has a life span, and I feel like last year, you know, no one expected us to go that far, and I feel like just this year, adding the coaching and adding some of the players we added, building that trust in year two, I feel like we got everything we need to do what we need to do.
You've been here for a while. It's, you know, a lot of expectations and a lot of, you know, losses like that or season ending that way. Like,
Yeah.
are you more motivated this year, or how are you feeling coming into the season to ensure it doesn't end that way?
I'm just more motivated, man. Just pushing myself a little harder, working a little harder. Like I say, lean a little more, working a little harder. If we came in and we won 2 championships and then and not work this hard, I mean, it still wouldn't be how we wanted. So I feel like each year you have to improve no matter the outcome. So just keep working hard.
What do you think Dante's going to bring to the DB group?
Swag, energy. He class of 2018 with me. Draft class came out, so I've been knowing D-Jack a long time. We kind of got the train coming out of college together, so it's a lot of fun. And
What do you think about his game will fit well into Jesse's scheme?
ball hawk. He gets the ball. You throw it down the field, he gets the ball. He reads patterns good, instinctual. He can come up and tackle. Everything we need in the corner.
What are you expecting at Daiyan this year?
All pro. I push him every day. I tell him if a tight end catch a ball on you, it's not good. We push each other every day. Who cover better, who blitz better. So we're working any drills together, whether it's pass rush, whether it's covering. So I want him to do everything because I feel like he has that ceiling where he can be all pro player, not just Pro Bowl, but all pro player.
What about like leadership? In the case of Daiyan, he's wearing the green down, like you're the leader. You know, what was that dynamic like?
Same thing, man. I kind of like I tap him. I be like, Daiyan, bro, break this down. Let's go, bro. You got the green dot. Like they need to hear it from the linebacker, you know. And I can kind of help the secondary. So just being able, he's talking more, man. He's being that leader, and he's confident. And I feel like the more Daiyan continues to play, the more he's continue to lead, it'll be that much easier for him. He's that type of guy.
Go ahead.
You wrote that after the season you wanted Khalil to come back,
Yeah.
maybe retire.
Yeah.
Now that he's back, what does he mean to the team?
He means everything. I told you last time, man. I was begging and pleading to get him back. I actually hit him up to get him back, man. And I was just so excited when he came back. I just knew for him to come back like that, especially, I know he really loves us, man, and he really want a shot at it again, man.
Derwin, you guys are going back to your head coach's old stomping grounds at the University of San Diego for training camp. Just what's that like going to be like for you guys to go back to where he got his first head coaching gig?
That's gonna be amazing. I know we got a lot of fans down there, so I can't wait till we get down there for them to watch us play, and I can't wait, honestly.
How you feeling about them to Brazil? Week 1?
Let's go. It don't matter. You already know how I'm feeling, so let's go line it up, roll the ball out, let's play.
Have you ever been to Brazil?
No, I've never been to Brazil. I've been to London. I've never been to Brazil.
You mentioned the leadership that Tarheeb's been showing. Just on the field wise, what were your kind of expectations for him going into his second year?
Pro Bowl, all pro player, Daiyan, Tarheeb, all those type of guys. I see the same thing for those guys. Love those two guys.
He was working
working with your pass rush drills early in practice,
Yeah.
would you prefer a sack or interception? Like a sack, fumble, or interception?
I want to pick, but the sack fumble feel good too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, got the ball out, so that count too. Yeah, get the ball. Yeah. Not like a pick, though. It just feels so good. I don't know. That pick just feels good. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's great. Great off season. Always good to be in the building. New year, new things, and excited to be a part of it.
What did you kind of do in the off season maybe to get better, improve? Is there something that you kind of wanted to improve on?
Yeah. I mean, every year is different. I try to look at where I'm at and just try to evaluate myself top to bottom, every little thing, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Kind of look at it as a holistic thing, and then come in here and just work on small details, try out new things. Especially being a little bit older, you kind of find ways to do new things, and because you got those experiences. So I feel like I'm in a good spot. Second year under the system. Always that second year is a good jump. So excited.
How different is it this year, Elijah being here, sort of all off season, getting him back, and just having you and Derwin all together, knowing what the roles are, knowing what the coach is going to be like, where everyone's going to be playing? How is it different, just sort of having some of that established already?
Yeah, it feels good. It's a little more comfortable for everyone. Just the consistency in it. Obviously, last year we were learning the system. Elijah was a great add-in after camp. But it was just, filling it out, learning the system, getting relationships with the coaches. So having that consistency that puts everyone in the positions, that allows everyone to be at their best. Obviously with DJ doing what he does, and then me and Elijah patrolling back there. So it's a good feeling for both sides, coaches and players, and helps us to build upon what we've been doing. So I know you had a question, so I don't want to.
In what ways do you see that second year building already, whether it was OTAs or not?
Yeah, it's just subtle things, just like communication, finding ways to communicate more efficiently with each other. That's kind of an underrated thing. Physically, the grind is what it is. You want to be able to be healthy for a long season and find out those little weaknesses. But within the continuity of the defense, I feel like we've been able to tie some loose ends. Versus last year, we had Elijah coming in later. People, a lot of safeties moving around. It was trying to figure out all these loose ends. So now it's here's the foundation. Now we just build upon it.
What have you made of RJ?
RJ's been great. It's been great. He's called me, I think right after he got drafted. Reached out to him. He gave me his number. I got his number, and, we just talked. He's eager to learn. So he reminds me of myself. I was a sixth rounder too. So I got a little day 3 guys, So I think he has a lot of potential to just grow and special teams and defense. He has a good understanding. Shout out to Tuli back there, my Polynesian brother. And, so I'm excited for him.
Are you happy to get Tony back in the room?
Hell yeah. Always happy to have Unc out there. Uncle TJ. Now that's my guy. He just brings good energy. He has those, Jedi moments out there where he's like, hey, I see this, boom, boom. He's easy to play off of because of the experience that he's had. And so, even when we were out there in the playoff game, it was super easy to just vibe and play with a guy like that because he's instinctual. Communication is kind of knowing right to left is pretty easy. So I loved playing with Tony and happy to have him again.
You have an example of that, what you're talking about? With this instinct?
I just say disguising wise, he does really well with disguises. He tries to mix up things well. He's good at playing off of you. So, if I'm the guy, hey, in a certain call, I'm doing a disguise, he can play off of me, and I don't even have to tell him, and vice versa. Because some guys are these are the disguises that we're using. When I say this, we do this. And he's kind of a free-flowing, and he can read off you, and from there, go out and make plays.
How have you been able to pour into Tarheeb?
Tarheeb, man, last year was a great opportunity. Obviously, we're building into this year, but last year I want to highlight because Tarheeb was one of those guys, he came in kind of a little casual, feeling his way, but you could tell he has the potential. And I think guys kind of noticed, once we were able to let him cut loose and give him the confidence to be yo, Tarheeb, if if you cut loose, like you're gonna make plays. And when I was hurt last year, I would text him before every game, like, hey, you got what it takes, cut loose, play free. Like I texted him before the Atlanta game, 2 picks, pick 6. Like he texted me after the game, like, hey man, you told me what to do. Like I felt good out there. So made some plays. So I'm super happy for Tarheeb, man. He's a baller. You can tell his maturity level is much different from when he first stepped in the building. And I see a big year coming for him again. I do. In about 5 minutes, but I'll take one more.
Transitioning from Coach O'Leary to Coach Fuller, what's that
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, obviously different. You know, I've been through a bunch of coaches here in my time, and Coach O'Leary was great. Obviously, I had prior relationships with him at Notre Dame, so that was an easy transition. Coach Fuller, obviously different, a little bit older, and it's just a building relationship. Again, Coach Fuller has a lot of knowledge. He's seen a lot of football. So just trying to pick his brain a little bit here and there. Where Coach O'Leary, like, I was with him when he was a GA at Notre Dame. So it was like, we were like chopping up like we were bros, you know. So still very, very knowledgeable. His expertise is high. But Coach Fuller is like kind of a mentor in that he's seen a lot of ball. So we kind of chop it up in that way and help me to expand my game a little bit mentally.
Early on with Coach Fuller, was there a lot of him sort of learning from you guys as a group, considering what you sort of were able to establish last year in terms of the roles? And
Yeah. I think obviously for any new coaches that usually happens, but he it was an easy transition for him. Like it wasn't, he's been around, he's seen a lot of football. I think he was just excited to be around pro guys and just like see the maturity levels. I think it's a little different from college because like in pros, it's like we're working together, like truly to be on that same level and same page, seeing it the same way. First college was like, hey, this is how we want you to do it. Like, shut up and do it. Like, we're 18-year-old kids, it's different. But now it's like older. We got me, we got DJ, we got Elijah, Tony Jefferson. We got guys with a lot of experience. So it's like, let's see how we can all be on the same page, save mental frequency, and ball out.